Hi, welcome back to the Joy of Civ. I'm Christian, your host. We are back exploring the sea with Portugal, and this episode, I believe the focus is going to be growth, expansion, and of course more exploration. We will continue to push back the boundaries of the map with our navy, and also hope to found a city or two to grow our empire, expand our reach. So let's see how that goes this episode. I'm glad you're here. Let's jump into the game. All right, so here we are with a bird's eye view of the world as we know it. So our small Portuguese empire is situated there in the kind of the bottom center of the map. This is the empire view. It's pretty handy for just getting a nice highlighted view of your empire and where you have infrastructure. So it shows a government plaza under construction here. Really, that's the only district that we have underway right now. We're a bit behind in the district game. But you can see our three cities here, their cultural borders, and our competitors here. You can see they're definitely more developed. Australia over here to the east, and up to the north we have America. We know very little of Russia and Scythia at this point, but we do know that they are out there. And then we know that out this way there's some open territory for expansion, and that will play into this episode. So again, before starting to record, I plotted out a few new city locations. Now this one was a previously planned location, but out here on these islands and out into the peninsula extending from our continent, there's some new city sites planned. The idea is to basically support our navy out here, to have some, at least for the time being, some ports of call for the navy for ships to heal and to further extend our trading empire into the sea. And the city up here is an attempt to, in a way, prevent America from expanding further, but also to take some fairly productive, fairly nice tiles and a nice place for a city. But we're going to have some issues with loyalty. We'll see how that goes. And let's get into it here. So I'm going to turn off the settler overlay with the number 4 key and press the Y key to turn off the terrain yields. And last of all, Shift S will hide these map tacks for now. We'll come back to them later when needed. And let's get into it here. So we're going to be exploring. Our scout has kind of reached the limits of how far we can go without some open borders. So we'll try to get some open borders with Peter here. Let's see how agreeable he is to that. Oh, he's very agreeable. Very good. So we'll have to come around this way, but we'll get there. Meanwhile, our warrior over here north of Scythia is exploring this Martian rainforest-filled area. Right. We've discovered shipbuilding.
Between a sailor and eternity.
Very good.
I like to say I practice militant mysticism.
And mysticism.
I'm absolutely sure.
Fantastic. Let's check out the policy situation. So I really like what we have going on in our economy right now, making plenty of gold. We should put some of that to use, in fact. We have an expansion goal here in this play session. Now, let's just take a quick look at our cities and what we're producing. So in 2 turns, we're going to get a trader here in Lisbon. Bea is working on the government plaza That'll take 9 turns. And Braga is just getting off the ground with a granary. So Lisbon is going to be our, basically where we're able to produce some settlers here early on. And I do think we want to speed that up. So let's slot in the 50% production towards settlers. We're going to keep these other policies that are giving us some nice extra gold at this point. There we go. And one more sea resource improved, and we will boost celestial navigation. Let's take a look here. So I think we can plan on improving these turtles here. We'll need a builder. We do have gold to purchase a builder if we would like to, which I think is a good move, and that will get us that boost. It'll also help Braga, which at this point is they don't have a lot of fantastic tiles to work. So let's purchase a builder here. 245 gold. That's a lot of gold, but we're making a lot of gold, so I feel like it's a good thing to do at this point. And we purchased it here in Bea because Liang is there and we can get an extra build charge. Alright, so we'll go after celestial navigation. And in terms of civics, let's take a look at the tree. We're fairly competitive right now. John Curtin is ahead of us, of course, with probably due to all the wonders he's been building. Let's see, anything... You know, the mausoleum of Halicarnassus, or at Halicarnassus, would be a nice wonder to go for. We're seeing the AI build a lot of wonders here at the Immortal difficulty level. And we may have a hard time getting any wonders ourselves. It's one of the reasons why I like to play more games at Emperor level, but playing as Portugal, I feel like they have such an economic advantage. It almost seems like it's worth playing up a level. We'll see how that turns out. I might just wind up getting beat pretty bad. Who knows? Alright, so we're going to purchase this tile once our builder gets up there. I was thinking about purchasing this tile as kind of a quick place to send our galley to heal. But for now, this galley, the grouper, as it's named here, thanks to the cohort dynamic naming mod, the grouper is just going to hang out here in this reef. And we'll continue to patrol here with this ship named the Surprise. There's another one of those barbarian quadremes. Some really severe forest fires have ravaged the jungle here, but that will lead to just some really fantastically, probably some fantastic terrain yields over there. Okay, we are continuing our exploration. Some really nice reefs here in this area. Another island, it appears. Teddy, I don't know why he is saying this. He has a very small military. I guess most of my military strength comes from my navy. Alright, we got ourselves this builder here. 10 turns till the government plaza. I thought it was shorter before. I wonder if they've switched tiles. I don't know that we really... Oh, you know, it might have been the fact that I had the extra production policy in before. So that's a bit of a shame. The city does not have fantastic production. We could purchase this tile for 70 gold. I think that's worth it. That's going to be a really nice tile for this city to work. Alright, get this builder moving up here where we want to improve the reef there with those turtles. believe that'll also get us our first luxury resource for turtles. Let's see. Yeah, we have dyes, silver, and tobacco at this point. Alright, where did that barbarian quadrime go? Might be up in this area. I'd actually really like to eliminate this camp and open up a trading possibility with Boston. So let's bring another galley up that way. Alright. Let's just have a look at our galleys here. We have the Surprise, the Grouper, the Grunt, and the Shrimp. Good names for the ships that comprise our navy here. There's a tribal village. Alright, exploring into Russian lands up there. Alright, we have been attacked by this quadrime, but we should be able to finish it off here. The Surprise is fairly damaged now at this point. We'll see how we fare. Alright, it is settler production time in Lisbon now. And it will be good to get the Shrimp moving up here to support the fight against the barbarians. Okay. Oh wow, so supposedly we can trade with Boston already. I don't think that would be a good idea. I think we will lose that trader quite quickly. But that's another nice thing about Portugal. It's just that the extra trade route length that you get for your sea routes. It's a nice bonus. But let's see here. We will rebase this trader, and let's see. We will send it here to. I'd like to see Braga grow. Actually, we might do an internal route from Braga to one of our other cities. Try to get it some extra food. The reason being that if we are to found this city up here, it would be nice to get some more population loyalty pressure to help out a city that's founded over there. So that is the reason for wanting to see that city grow a little bit more rapidly. Okay, we've got St. Petersburg, and they have a soothsayer. I haven't played much with Apocalypse mode or made use of the soothsayer very much. Let's see how well the AI does at making use of them. Alright, so let's check out this island for settling possibilities. Has some nice sea resources around it, and decent tiles if we were to found a city there as well. We can take a look at the appeal, and not that we want to pop a preserve in here, I don't think. I think there just isn't enough land, but that might be something we consider with some of our other cities. Right. Yeah, we really do need to get a city founded out here, as our navy is really taking some hits.
But as I headed into the heart of New Zealand's Fjordland, that same childlike feeling, long lost, of pure, unadulterated awe, came rushing back. I knew the road to Milford Sound was good, but this good?
And let's see, that is 3 tile, natural wonder, +1 culture, +1 gold to adjacent tiles. Wow, okay, so let's see. Yeah, well, it would be fantastic to get a city up in this area as well. So many possibilities. And again, that's one of the things I really enjoy about Civilization. As you you don't even know what you're going to find, and as you explore the map, and there's always interesting decisions to be made. All right, so we can get a small food and production boost and a little bit of gold as well if we send a trade route internally here. We get quite a bit more gold if we send a foreign route, but I really would like to see Braga start to grow. Now we're going to send it to Bea, thinking, I can't remember what the government plaza bonus is, but it's going to, it'll improve one or both of those yields, food and production. So we will see how that goes. Oh, and let's see, we were the first nation to set sight on Pio Pio Tahi, the natural wonder, so that's nice for era score. It would be nice to get to a golden age. There's some river flooding prevented by the Great Bath. Brussels has declared war on Tamiris. It's not gonna, it's a token gesture, I guess. It's not gonna do much. All right, let's continue to explore here with the grunt.
The natural history of this archipelago is very remarkable. It seems to be
our exploration is really paying off in terms of finding these natural wonders. And again, we were the first ones to discover the Galapagos Islands. Oh my goodness, this would be, well, this is an amazing city site. All right, so here we are going to purchase this tile, which gives Braga another nice tile to work and improving it with some fishing boats. Improves the amount of food it's providing as well. So Braga should be, especially after getting the granary, which is going to give some extra housing, some extra food. It'll really, hopefully help grow that city. All right, let's see. Let's take a quick look at our district plans around Braga. So we plan to build an aqueduct there. Could initially improve that area with a mine. But let's see what other possibilities we have with our builder here. Yeah, I think I would like to see some early production for Braga, so I am okay with initially building a mine there. And let's take a quick look. We might want to do it over here on the Plains Hills, where we at least get a food and an extra production. So let's do that. We're going to build a campus there eventually. Okay. Continuing to keep control of the seas up there. Fantastic exploration being done by the Grunt down here. The Grunt is a promoted galley, has the Embalon promotion for extra combat strength at sea. All right, so Scythia looks like they've built one of their special tile improvements down here on the shores of this lake. Let's see, what do we have? A tornado outbreak up here in America. So with shipbuilding, we can embark units. We may want to, I mean, that's going to be fantastic for settling out in some of these islands. We might want to get a scout doing some exploration as well. So we're going to have this settler in 4 turns. which city should we found first? This is going to be a really difficult one. We might even consider moving it down just to avoid that really high loyalty pressure. Founding it down one tile. The other option, of course, is to found out here. If we found it in this area, not only do we kind of block off America's expansion, we do get this port of call, as I'm going to say, for our ships to come and heal. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's send this chariot up there to kind of get some early scouting done. And yeah, we really do need to... We need somewhere for our navy to heal. John Curtin is willing to trade us some whales for a small amount of gold per turn. I think that's worth it. The reason being is that it gives us amenities to make our cities even more productive. I believe they get a production boost. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 10% citizen growth and 10% toward non-food yields for being happy. The other cities also get the same bonus, so I'm glad to see the people so happy. Portuguese Empire. Alright, these ships are really in need of healing. Alright, the shrimp is continuing the good fight against the barbarians up there. Another forest fire down here in Scythian lands. Okay, now the grunt is up against more than we want a single ship to deal with here versus those barbarians.
And all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by.
Alright, so we have some definite trouble here. The shrimp is facing more than it can handle. Hopefully we're able to escape. I think we might... I don't think we can wait around for the city to be founded. You know what, though? We have enough gold to simply purchase that tile as a place for our ships to come and heal. And in 4 turns we can be over to that tile, so that's gonna be our play right there. Alright. We barely have the ability to build any districts right now. We're gonna go for writing, as we do have some hopes for building campuses. Right there. Right there. Alright, we're not going to send any envoys at this point. Not at this point. I actually wonder if we might consider attacking Aotea someday in an attempt to bring it into our empire. We shall see. Alright, so at this point, Teddy is not sending any settlers down, so that's a good sign. We have a settler coming out in 2 turns. Alright. We continue to have plenty of gold, so we will purchase this tile and construct a mine here. Braga will grow in 2 turns and will likely work that mine. Alright, our scout is a little bit stuck. I think we are going to work on getting our scout embarked over here. A long journey back, but hopefully able to start exploring some new lands. The Grunt, we need to get back up here to support our weakened navy. I would love to continue to explore, but our trade route is going to be susceptible to attack as the barbarians continue to be a problem up in these coastlands. The Bay of Angra. Alright. We have 2 build charges remaining here. I think we might just want this builder to come along with the settler and quickly improve a couple tiles up there. That might be a good use of this builder. Alright, the shrimp is fleeing the battle. This warrior has done some fantastic exploration. Although this warrior, yeah, I think we'll embark this warrior. We're kind of hemmed in now by Scythia's borders, but going a sea route should help. Gitarja. Indonesia. Nice to meet you.
Ivana, desirous of obtaining beauty.
And another natural wonder.
The twin Aswins also, O king, sank into the sheet of water, and the next moment they all came out in surpassingly beautiful forms and young. Writing means sharing.
All right, so where was Indonesia? There they are. Just south of Scythia. 4 cities. John Curtin is basically crushing everyone at this point in science and culture. All right, we're gonna go for currency. All right, we got our settler. We're just gonna go straight for another settler. I think we'll probably wind up purchasing a military unit at some point to support the settler. To support our expansion, at least. But for now, we are going to move up here, and we will see. So we have another governor promotion, which is handy as well. I think we might want to appoint a new governor and be able to place that governor immediately up in the city we found there. All right, Bea has completed the government plaza and could potentially get started on another district right away. So we could go for a harbor. I think that could be a good choice based on our naval aspirations. We could also go for a campus, although I guess the campus is going to belong to Lisbon, this one planned here. I think we need a little bit of either some additional naval units or just some plain military. Yeah, we're gonna at least get an archer here. Our military is extremely underdeveloped at this point. All right, let's go for Reina. I really like being able to use her forestry management promotion, especially in cities where there are, decent amounts of forests and other terrain features, and get extra appeal that way and can build some really nice preserves. And I do plan to build a preserve out here some point. Alright, this builder is going to wait here for now. And we can heal the grouper, finally. The shrimp is looking for somewhere to heal. And the grunt is coming in to attempt to protect our trading interests. Alright, continue to just wait there with the builder. Okay, the barbarian ships might pose an issue for this city. We'll see. We could attempt to grab suzerain ship of Aotea, and then we'd be able to heal our ships there. That would be another approach. And we could do that. I'm a little hesitant, mainly because I would like to found some cities out this way, and I would like to be able to make use of the train. Each envoy you send to a city-state expands their borders, and I don't want to see their borders expand down this way, unless it just leads to the inevitable conflict that you know, or if I think it would lead to inevitable conflict with Aotea. So we'll see. It might be worth it. It might be worth it to have somewhere to start healing the shrimp. Although, at this point, we'll just sail in and attempt to heal near Braga. Alright. And we have met the city-state of Muscat. Let's see, who is there? Do they have a suzerain? They do not. And we're going to heal the surprise now. I like calling all these ships by their names.
The first necessity of life. Recreation is a close second.
Sometimes I ignore that aspect of the mod, but it's really pretty fun, especially for a naval-focused game. I think I like our policies here. Although it would be nice, since we're producing some military units now, we'll try to speed that up a little bit. We can sacrifice that bit of gold. Alright, we have a granary now in Braga. Braga is growing nicely, which is exactly what we wanted. I think it could be a good moment to purchase this tile and plop down this reserve extra housing, and it will make some of these desert tiles more useful. It does unfortunately sacrifice that tile and its faith in production that Uluru gives. Faith in culture, I think I said faith in production. But it will make these other tiles actually productive and workable. Alright, I think based on the pace of play here on the Joy of Civ, we are not going to see many cities founded in this play session, despite the fact that expansion was a goal. However, exploration has been quite successful in this play session. Having explored down here to the south and found the Galapagos Islands, and this additional natural wonder, Pio Pio Tahi. I think we will get one city founded before the play session is over. Alright, our scout apparently is stuck there. Stopped automatically moving. right, so we had a trade route complete. And I think we will just renew this trade route because trading with Boston is still too perilous. So Aotea, continue to receive our trade route. Okay, the grouper is healed up enough to move, and we will let the shrimp come in here and heal now. Alright, let's get our builder moving up along with the settler. I don't like the looks of that quadrireme there. But we have some naval forces that should be able to come in there and take care of that ship. Now I think toward the end of last play session I mentioned that I might mention something about the map that we're playing on. The map was generated by a custom map script called Perfect World 6. And
if it does not bring you
that map script attempts to model things like plate tectonics and weather patterns, and it generates what I think are really interesting maps. Now it does mean that you see more, for whatever reason, it does generate decent sized deserts, but you get these like central mountain ranges where it simulates elevation along with temperature. So these are some of these mountains are like snow or tundra mountains, which if you think about it is kind of like, you know, mountains are often cold places even in temperate climates. So anyway, I think it's a really interesting map. I will say, if you choose to play with the Perfect World 6 map script, it can take quite a while for the map to actually generate the first time you launch a game. It's a very involved map script. So you might sit there waiting for upwards of 5 minutes, depending on the speed of your computer, as it really calculates, does a lot of number crunching to create a map. So I think it's worth it though, for just the variety of play. Okay, so Coimbra, our latest city, is facing some loyalty pressure here straight away, but I think it's actually going to be fine. 14 turns till rebellion, and I think we'll likely move Reyna and get her in there to help provide some loyalty support. Or if we can move her right now before she's even established. I think we can. So there we go. Very good. And we will start with a monument. Oh, whoops, that's Braga. We will start with a monument here for the extra loyalty. All right. Very, very good. And we got some era score for having founded a city so close to Teddy's lands. Okay, the barbarians have really come out in force here. We'll see how our ships hold up. It is really nice to have a new port city here. This should get us a promotion. And also, I think we would be able to, yeah, I think we'll be able to hold off. Well, we'll see. Now with this quadreme up here, we may lose the grouper before it's able to promote, but we shall see. All right, this chariot is going to remain. You know, we'll move this chariot up here and just in hopes that the barbarians will see it. I don't know if it's within their sight range, but it might distract the quadreme from attacking our ships. Okay, I think that plan worked. And we will now promote the grouper. Additional combat strength. And the grunt can attack this barbarian ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge. Alright, we got our archer down here in Bea. It's good to get a bit more of a military. We have a lot of gold, a lot, and we need to build some districts. We're going to go with that harbor here in Bea. All right, the Surprise is ready to rejoin the rest of the navy. Get ourselves a camp here on the Fur. And I think we're about at the end of this play session here. I definitely encourage all of you to check out the Perfect World 6 map script. Despite the fact that it can take a long time to generate a map, it does generate some really nice looking maps, really interesting to explore and to play. Here's the world as we know it right now. I think we have some fantastic overseas expansion options. And I really do look forward to settling some of these islands out here and growing our empire here in the sea as Portugal, expanding our trade. We'll see what sort of conflict might occur, whether it be with some city-states, whether it be with America, but that will we will figure that out in future installments of this series. Thank you for joining, and as always, play to explore. I'll catch you next time.